Hi, I know it's been a while. It is currently almost 11 a.m. and there's not a lot, honestly, to talk about since last time. I just figured I'd give a quick update since I kind of know what direction I'm headed in now. First of all, check the new hair. Pretty cool. Feels very me. I like it a lot. My 20th birthday happened recently, so I am now officially not a teenager anymore. That's pretty crazy. And I just finished at an appointment. So basically, PCP referred me to cardiology. I go to cardiology, have the worst experience ever, most invalidating experience ever, and he kind of just he's like, have a heart monitor. We'll check it out. I did a heart monitor for a month. Nothing happened, nothing showed up. So it's not POTS because I don't have tachycardia, which is the heart rate stuff. But he didn't do anything involving my blood pressure, so it could be blood pressure related, but I wouldn't know because he did not even try that. So awesome. From there, I went back to PCP and I was like, there was nothing there. And he's like, I'll refer you to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, which he had already done, except that the one he referred me to didn't accept my insurance. So I had to come in and be like, this is the one you have to send me to because this is the one that accepts my health insurance, the public health insurance. So I ended up going there. That was about 6 weeks ago that I went to the ENT for the first time. They checked my ears because that's where all the balance stuff has to do with in your head, is your ears, because there's like fluid in there in the way that, yeah, it's weird and kind of gross, but you know. He was like, there's nothing weird in here, but I can refer you in the same building to an audiologist who can do further testing. So then about a week later, I go back and do some weird tests that are super crazy that I didn't like a lot because they like blast air in your ears and it makes you feel like you're moving and it's really bad and I hate it. The person who did it was super nice. Like, she was like super chill and very, very kind. We were done with the test. She's like, I don't see anything like remarkable on here, as in like nothing stands out. But that doesn't mean there's nothing wrong. And she's like, I know that a lot of these things can be very hard to like pin down, and I just want you to know that like I don't think you're crazy. And that was a really important moment for me because I've never heard of any sort of medical professional say that to me before. Like, I've tried to tell myself that, but then when you're having all of these doctors and nurses and stuff in all places, PCP, specialist, hospital, ER, all of these places telling you it's just anxiety, or have you tried drinking water? And it's like, bitch, you're crazy, that kind of feeling. It was really important for me to hear that from her, and I made sure to thank her. I'm like, thank you, like, I know you didn't find anything, but it was really helpful for me to come here and for you to like validate that something is going on, right? From that, she's like, because there's nothing wrong with the audiology test, so nothing wrong directly with my ears physically, the likely scenario with the dizziness is vestibular migraine. I had a follow-up with the ear, nose, and throat, the ENT doctor, today. This is a 6-week follow-up, 5 weeks after my audiology test. And he said there wasn't anything on the physical side, but based on the vestibular testing they did, which it has to do, there's literally a part of your somewhere called the vestibule, and it has to do with that, and it regulates your balance, and it's like a bunch of science stuff that I don't know, that it is probably vestibular migraine, because vestibular migraine is a type of migraine, and migraine affects the brain. We have a history of neurological issues in my family, and so it makes sense to me that it has to do with my brain. Basically, he explained that there are different types of migraine. There's migraine where it feels like you have a headache, and that's just like a really, really bad headache, and there are several people in my family who deal with that, like my aunt, my mom, my dad, my sister, like a bunch of people. Then there's migraines with aura or audio symptoms, and that affects a different part of your brain. The way a migraine works is it kind of like is like a wave over your brain, and so it can wave over different parts of your brain, and depending on which type of migraine you have, it is a different part. So my dad gets ones with auras, which is where you have like light anomalies and stuff. Makes it sound like a ghost. Yeah, that's not what I meant. You know when you get out of a pool and everything has like that little like all the lights have like little like rainbow. It's never happened to me, but I was talking to my dad about it and he was like, that's kind of what it's like. You can also deal with, there's a word for it, having trouble speaking because it can wave over the speaking part of your brain, and it can mess with your hearing sometimes too. What is likely happening is that the migraine is not giving me a headache, but it's waving over the part of my brain that regulates my balance. So it's not actually my ears, it's my brain. You can take like anti-seizure medications and stuff to kind of figure that out, but before I can do that, I have to go to another specialist that I have been asking to see for literally a year. I've been asking to be referred to a neurologist, and they just would not refer me to a neurologist, even when I would tell them, I have a family history of blah, blah, blah. But there's a specialist there that specifically deals with vestibular issues, things that have to do with your balance and stuff. So, I don't know if that involves physical therapy, because I know that if it had to do with, like, recalibrating the crystals in your... Yes, there's crystals in your ears, apparently, but if it had to do with recalibrating them or whatever, there's, like, physical therapy you could do, but I think for the neurological side, it's mostly just like medication and like managing triggers and stuff, kind of like how migraine is, like normal migraine. My dad's been on tons of different medications for a decade now, just trying to find one that works, and then sometimes they stop working and he has to find a new one. It's like, it's a lifelong process that I am so excited for. It is a direction. I kept getting referred to specialists that was like, maybe they'll have an answer. But this is one, he's like, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. It doesn't address everything. It might address fatigue. I don't know if fatigue is one of the symptoms of it. It addresses dizziness and nausea, but it does not address the lightheadedness or the heart palpitations or anything. So it's at least part of it, and part of the most debilitating part of it. I'm hopeful that this is what it is, and he's like, I'll send a referral, and we walked out, and then the first thing he did was go to his MA and be like, I need a referral, and he's like working on getting it all sent out. I don't know what the waiting times are like for the neurology office. Hopefully not too long. That's basically where I'm at with that, which is kind of what I update about the most. It's not a fun or exciting time, but I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely feeling better about it now. I was very disheartened after my cardiologist visits because, first of all, my doctor was a dick. Second of all, I just kind of felt like all of any concern that I had was kind of like disregarded. What of those? Both of those? Could be both of those. But I feel like the people at this office have been very, like, understanding. The person who did my audiology test saying, like, she literally said, she's like, you're not crazy. Like, she made sure to tell me that. That was really important for me. So, I guess I'll give another update after neurology. Maybe between that, depending on if anything interesting happens. Again, like, pretty much nothing cool or interesting or fun has happened since I updated last, which is part of the reason I haven't updated it all. Ever since I graduated, it's like my life is kind of the same every single day, and it's kind of sucks. So for anyone out there who cares, who is dealing with something similar, who needs to see that, you know, 2 years on, I'm getting somewhere. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are also on the road to figuring your life out. If there's something that is worrying you, I hope that you're surrounded by people that you love, and I hope you know that there are people that love you, and I hope you've had a good couple of months that I have not been here. Like I said, might have been fine, I guess. I hope that we have a good holiday season, even if it's stressful, or if we don't like our families, we can make the best of it. It's almost Halloween. That's pretty exciting. Halloween's for the gays. It's gay Christmas, so that's pretty exciting. Enjoy Halloween, mostly. The other ones are fine too, but enjoy Halloween. Love you, and have a good rest of your day, week, month, life.